Nerd Reactor, roll out.
What's up, everybody? John here, and it's time to talk about Shazam, Fury of the Gods. And this is the follow-up to the first Shazam movie about Billy Batson, played by Asher Angel, a teenage boy who can transform into his adult superhero alter ego, played by Zachary Levi. And with the sequel, Billy must bring his family together in the hopes of stopping a new threat known as the Daughters of Atlas. Shazam, Fury of the Gods is a super fun movie featuring plenty of godly action and excitement for an audience of all ages. Director David F. Sandberg, he's back at the helm, and he and his team continues the adventures of the Shazam family after the events of the first film. And the Foster family, now they're pretty much going about their normal lives, but Billy is still there, and he wants them to be focused and strong in order for them to become a very efficient superhero team. And the foster kids, they're able to transform into their adult superhero alter ego, just like Shazam. So with that being kids, being able to transform, being from different backgrounds and different ages, Shazam's going to have a hard time just working with them, especially when they're out there doing their own thing. And so with the Foster family, most of the actors are back, and with so many members, with villains, the Daughters of Atlas, it's going to be hard to try to navigate these characters, especially with the runtime. It's like around 2 hours. So usually other superhero films, they've been getting longer and longer, but you're able to just put in more story to them and giving more meat to characters, especially if it's a big film. With this one, each character, they do get to have their moment to shine, but you're also dealing with the kids versions, the superhero alter ego adult version, so that's a lot to juggle. And so I think with this, the movie having a longer runtime would have benefited just the characters, and just to flesh out a little bit more of each character's arc and their little stories that they have. And in the meantime, you have the Daughters of Atlas, and they have plans to destroy the world because they're the villains, and Shazam needs a villain to try to put a stop to them. And so the Daughters of Atlas, they need a weapon that will help them achieve their goals, and Shazam and his family is going to have to put a stop to that. So Lucy Liu portrays Calypso, and Helen Mirren portrays Hespera. And each one have their own personalities and powers. And overall, their characters are pretty much one-note villains. And I feel that they're not really compelling. Something about their characters just doesn't grab me or make me feel interested in them, because it just feels like they're just kind of there. They're just doing bad guy stuff. And they're just running through the motion, and but the actors, they're able to they try to do the best they can with what they're given. I think the movie would have benefited with the characters having more to do other than just being villains. But there are moments that the antagonists do have that gives them a little bit more, more of a different personality and different ways of seeing things. But I think it's just a little too little and too late when that does happen. And but yeah, pretty much the villains, they're just there to be a foil for the Shazam family, and they are very powerful. And the third act shows how powerful they can be. But it's just kind of there. It's just powerful, just doing things, but just give me something a little bit more than what is shown in the movie, because right now it just feels just kind of plain. And I think the best part of the Shazam films have been about the family. So this one has that, with the fun family dynamic, especially with the foster kids and also the foster parents. And the most interesting subplot involves the relationship between Billy and Freddy, played by Jack Dylan Grazer. And so with this, Billy is very adamant about the family working together as a team, but Freddy just wants to do his own thing without supervision. And he also thinks Billy is being super annoying. So he's just like, you know what? I'm just going to do my own thing. I'm going to be my own superhero. He's like, I don't need this. And so that would lead him to his own little story with his own love interest by the name of Anthea, played by Rachel Zegler from West Side Story. And she gets along wonderfully with Freddy, with her sweet and charming personality, and as a result, Freddy gets to grow as a character as he deals with love and drama at the same time. And this is what I wanted to see more in the movie, this subplot, especially with him dealing with just trying to be his own person, while also Billy Batson just being there, just kind of trying to supervise him and just being there just constantly. And I wanted more of the movie to touch upon that, of the dynamic between like how much is too much when you want to do your own thing. So yeah, I wanted the movie to touch more on that and just flesh things out a bit more, you know, again with the running time, 2 hours. I wish it was longer so we get more of this relationship that's being tested. So I want to see that, and just see some more drama of Billy and Freddy. So Shazam, Theory of the Gods, still feels like a traditional superhero movie, and the third act is a typical DCEU film where it's just the world is about to end, and it's up to our superheroes to try to save the day. So you're gonna have all this mayhem, this CGI fest, where the good guys fight the bad guys, and it's a very just simple fight of just good versus evil. And superhero movie. Like sometimes it's hard to get away from that, but you know it is a formula that's been done with Marvel and DC. Where they got to stop the bad guys from destroying the world. So there is that little part of the fatigue in me, at least, watching this. Because I was more excited about certain subplots that I wanted to see more of. But they have to just add this whole third act with destruction and mayhem with the Daughters of Atlas. I get it. It's a superhero movie. But even then, with the destruction, there are some fun moments, and then there are moments where it just feels like cliche or has been there, done that. But even though there is the whole third act with this whole battle going on, there is some fun to be had with them, like these jokes involving Skittles. I thought it was hilarious, and also we get to see monsters from Greek mythology, and we get to see just flying, superhero strength, and all that. And there is a cameo, a pretty big cameo that will have DC fans excited. And this has me thinking, like, with the future of DC, what's going to happen next? Like, I'm thinking of movies like Black Adam, and then what are they going to do with The Flash, and movies afterwards, way into the future. So it's got me questioning things. Overall, Shazam! Fury of the Gods is an amusing film that will leave audiences entertained with its fun family dynamic, the dangerous new villains, and a heartwarming storyline. It's another solid follow-up to the Shazam movies. And those are my thoughts about the film. And if you've seen the movie, once it comes out, let me know what your thoughts are on the comments below. With that said, I'm John, and I'll see you guys next time.